I'm Brycey, and yes, this is another video from me. This video is a little bit different. I'm actually going to introduce you to Martin from Gfinity. He's going to be one of the head presenters here at the weekend that I'm about to head to. I've not headed to it yet. Basically, I wanted to make this video. I spoke to Martin and said, look, realistically, the esports team doesn't really know this guy. He isn't an esports guy per se, so I thought let's do a little quick chat with him, see who he is, you know, what's he thought of the scene so far that he's been in it. And that's what you're about to see. So this is an introduction to Martin from Gfinity. You're going to see him this weekend. Hope you enjoy. Hi and welcome to the show right now. We're going to jump on board with Martin. Kind of just to introduce you because you are now going to be presenting an esports event for Gfinity. So I thought this is a great opportunity to grab you and just kind of explain who you are.
It's a good question. It's a question I've asked myself.
It's very deep, you know.
It's a bit philosophical, yeah, because I'm aware no one knows me, but yeah, I'll be involved with Gfinity. I'll be one of the hosts there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into esports feet first.
So what have you seen? So I mean, it must be a whole new world. You must think, gaming. What are these idiots doing?
To be completely honest, I had no idea. I had no idea that I knew people played video games and people played video games competitively. I had absolutely no idea it happened on the scale that it does, and to the level of professionalism that it does, and how much organisation and how much money is involved and how much exposure these guys have and how popular they are. So it's been a complete mind blower.
Well, that's a great thing. So you've kind of been, you know, travelling around a bit, meeting people. Yep. How's that kind of experience been, meeting these guys that, you know, professionally game?
I think, to be fair, there's been quite an advantage for me because I don't know them, and
you can judge them easier.
Well, yeah, there's that which I do it anyway. But because there are some people that a lot of fellow gamers would be in awe of or would have certain opinions about. I don't have those opinions. I'm not in awe of these people because I don't know them. So to talk to them is actually quite easy for me. To talk to them on a sort of very sort of personal level is actually also quite easy for me. So
it's kind of the reverse of what a lot happens, because you haven't had, you know, the sort of the fan awe, because you went in, you've gone in at the deep end and you're instantly talking to top players. So you can be like, I don't know if you can snipe. You just seem like a muppet, or something like that.
I wouldn't wear that shirt with those shorts and white socks. I just wouldn't do it. So I would judge you based on that. But what's happening now is I'm getting the reverse, because having sort of been to the first, like my first major esports event the other weekend, I'm now in a position where, because now I'm learning, I'm starting to become in awe of these guys. I'm starting to understand why they're well respected and why they're so popular. So it's kind of happening in reverse. So probably the next time I talk to them, I'll be a little bit more starstruck, I suppose. How
was it then? Because like I said before, you haven't come up through the usual fan way or watching it. You kind of just you come in to, you know, present essentially your job, and then you've sort of just jumped straight in the deep end, completely deep end, massive event. How was that just walking in? Because that really must have blown your mind.
It did actually. As soon as we walked into the convention centre, something happened with one of the games that was happening on StarCraft, and the noise went through the roof. I was instantly taken over by a rush of goose pimples, and then I realised that I was involved in and about to experience something really serious. And when I was walking around and I was just seeing what was going on with StarCraft or Call of Duty, with League of Legends, all the fans there, all the effort that was going into the production, the amount of money that was being spent on making sure the fans were having the right kind of experience, the players were able to perform at a high level. Again, it was just a complete mind blower. And the one thing that keeps happening with me is the more I learn, the more I want to know. So I've come into this not a fan and without any knowledge, and I'm starting to get a bit of knowledge, but I'm definitely becoming a fan.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, that's the other thing we wanted to focus on here. You know, we said about who you are, and a little bit of background. I think would be great to give at home. Were you that grown? Have you been around for a while? You know, aged?
If people want to know about me, they've just got to go on the BBC archives, watch several episodes of Crime Watch. You can see my face and what I've been up to. No, I work as I do a lot of stand-up comedy. I've hosted events for various charities and businesses, and so from talent contests to birthday roasts and all stuff like that. It's invariably, I spend most of my time with a microphone abusing people.
You'll fit right in.
I think
You'll do fine.
I think so. Yeah,
sorted.
I've seen some of the things that goes on during some of the games, so I reckon I could fit right in, and someone gives me some stick, they might get it back. But no, that's my background, is just literally being a professional talker. My mum's really pleased with what's going on at the moment. I told her what I'm doing, and she said, look, I'm just really happy that, you know, you've spent most of your life talking rubbish and now you're getting paid for it. So
well, that's always a good thing. So, a couple of key questions. Are you any good at any game?
No. I'm not any good.
Terrible.
I'm absolutely rubbish at the moment, but I say at the moment because, like I say, I walked out of that event last week absolutely determined to be in a position at some time in the near future to be able to actually hold my own.
I'm going to get this Call of Legends game, I'm going to get it.
League of Duty and Star What's It. Craft.
Yeah, exactly.
Lara Craft.
Lara Craft, that's exactly what it is. So,
Tomb Raider.
anything you're particularly looking forward to seeing at this event?
Gfinity, yeah, I am. What I saw last weekend in terms of competition between big teams, I'm looking forward to seeing more of that because you've got the two groups, so it's going to be big match after big match after big match. I'm looking forward to see how Impact try and come back. I'm looking forward to see if there's going to be a resurgence from the boys in Optic. I want to see a bit more from the boys in Prophecy because they didn't do too well. I want to see more from the European teams because there's a general opinion that they might not be able to deal with what the American teams are bringing, and you can see why from what I know in my short time involved. However, I'd like to see that tide turn a bit, and I'd like to see us to be able to compete on a similar level and cause a bit of an upset. It's always good for the competition when you get a bit of an underdog come through. So yeah, I just want to see the big players perform, the big matches, and I just want anyone that's tuned in and taking the time to watch it, which you can do at gfinity.net, so don't forget to do that. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, blatant is all I do. So there's going to be amazing action. I just want to see the event just absolutely fly, and I'm totally sure it will.
Well, that's awesome. I think let's introduce you a little bit to people at home, so you'll get that on the stream. So you will see him at Gfinity very shortly. Thank you for coming on.
Pleasure, mate. Thank you for having me.